All right, so 5 questions. First question, when you were a kid, why did you want to be a goalkeeper?
I didn't.
What did you want to do?
I wasn't a goalkeeper until I was about 13.
Okay.
I was a forward. I wanted to score some goals. But one practice, I jumped in goal like before the training session, and I had played basketball. But at the time, you gotta remember we were 11, 12 years old, 13, and then we were kicking right at the goalkeeper, so I was catching them. But because I played basketball, it was natural for me to be able to catch the balls. But they were right at me.
Okay.
So then they're like, oh yeah, you should be a goalkeeper. And I didn't like it for the longest time until there was one moment, there was a header, and I dove for it and I kind of caught it. And I was just I got the adrenaline rush, and then I was like, yeah. Once things got a little more competitive, absolutely fell in love with it.
All right, who is your role model and why?
Role model, I have a few. Definitely my mom. The single parent of 3, and found a way to put me in a position to be able to live my dream. Without her hard work and putting me in successful opportunities, I wouldn't be here today. Definitely looked up to Brianna Scurry and Tim Howard once I did get into being a goalkeeper, and I got to see Bry at the Chiefs Stadium in Kansas City one time.
Oh yeah.
And that was a really cool experience. So I love that we're able to kind of inspire kids like that here in Portland all the time.
You've got 2 stars now above your crest.
Yes.
Is there pressure to get a 3rd?
Oh, it doesn't matter this season. There's always pressure to get that, because that's the expectation. That's what everybody's goal is. That's part of our profession. Every team is coming for that star, and we have the things that we need. We have a great support system, club and fans, and then our coaching staff. So we go off of what we did last year and try to continue to build with new players and integrate them, and do what we're good at.
What is the favorite moment of your career?
Favorite moment. After. That's hard, because you love the championship wins. You love big games, good saves. But for me, it's being able to get off that plane and see the support system that we have here, and those fans that you do it because you love it. You fight for your teammates, but this club in this city, being able to come and bring back a star to them, that was pretty powerful.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool moment. All right, and then what is it like having Nadine Angerer as a coach? Somebody asked me to ask you that.
Of course they did. That's the number 1 question. I'm pretty sure I should start a poll to see what's the most asked questions from me. Nadine, you can look at her career, look at some of her games. You can see there's that fire, that determination, that drive, the athleticism, the knowledge, all those things she brings to the table, but she also brings her personality, which is, if you get to know Nadine, she can have a great time and be goofy and make you laugh, and then turn the switch and make you focused and serious. And being able to turn those switches on and off for the different moments is honestly I think the reason that we as a group, me and Britt and now Bella, we're able to continue to grow every single day, because we have fun when we come out here, and we're able to train at a top level with one of the best in the world,
Right.
So we just become a sponge, and then we have a good time, but we also train hard, and it's always looking to see what we can do better. So that kind of expectation doesn't really get much better than that.
Along those same lines, it seems like the Thorns have a chemistry overall. It seems like you guys are friends, and you have that intangible thing. Do you feel that when you're playing?
I think that's, not only Nadine does that, I think our coaching staff as well. They allow us to be in an environment where, we need ultimate focus. We're all driven players. We're professionals. We want to be here. We want to win. We want that championship, right? But we also have good people around us, and we can have a good time. When practice is over and they're rolling out in wheelchairs from, like, I think that was like a tweet that we had last year, a little video of Mark pushing one of our teammates in a wheelchair, and like different things like that, just goofing off a little bit to just keep the environment light when it needs to be.
So you stand in goal, you get to see plays unfold in front of you. What makes the Thorns a good team? What is the strength of this team?
I think our strength in general is our culture. You can play pretty soccer, and that's what we want to do. We love to get the ball down and move it, but our culture is to get after you and find a way to win, and that comes with the players that we have around us. And individually, everybody has that mindset, so it's collectively it's hard to beat. I think honestly that is our biggest strength, is just our culture of getting after it together and putting the most pressure all around the pitch. Like, you're fighting for each other, you're working for the player next to you, in front of you, or behind you. So we keep that mindset and then start to play a little soccer with it. It kind of becomes a beautiful thing, like our playoff game at home. That was a really cool game to sit and be able to watch, because I did watch a lot of it. I think we scored 4 goals.
right,
and I was like, wow. Like, we pressed them when they got the ball. We were right on their heels, and then once we received the ball, we got the ball and played around with it a little bit. So it's those kind of moments that make the difference.
We know we have there's a soccer thing going on in Portland, right? But when you travel to other cities, do you see that the NWSL do you see that there's actual, growth happening?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, even here in the soccer city,
right?
I was unfortunate enough to not be here for the first star.
Right.
I was in goal against them the first star.
Oh, that's right.
That was for Western New York.
That's right. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
But when I was here, we kind of had a goalkeeper standoff against Karina LeBlanc in 2013. And I believe there was about 13,000 people in those stands. And to now know last year that we had in 2017, we had about 17,000 fans. Yeah. So to see that growth within these last couple of years, I mean, is unbelievable. And I think it's even growing more here in the city. And then outside of it, you go, and I think Washington has at least had some sellouts, and they were at 3,000, 3,500.
Yeah, they had a few.
Yeah, to see those different areas grow, and more kids are coming out and excited about it. It's pretty cool to see. Yeah.
What would be one thing that people would think was unusual about you? So Emily Mangus, I interviewed her last week, and I asked her the same question, and she said, I don't have wireless. So what would be? She doesn't have wireless. She has no wireless in her house.
Oh, yeah.
So she has to go to coffee shops.
She loves. That's why, because she goes to coffee shops anyway, so she doesn't need it. That makes sense.
So she said that was one thing that was weird about her.
That's cool. That's a good one. I don't know if I can compete with that. Some little weird, odd.